this down. See. If it's 10 from here to there, it ought to be 10. It ought to be 10 over here. Well, of course, that don't make it. But the yard ought to be 10 foot from edge to here.
Right.
And it really ought to be 40 foot. It ain't long enough.
No, we had it.
You know what going, huh?
We did have it 40 feet out there. We put the tape on it, and it had that 10 feet for that person, then 10, 10, and 10.
That's 40 foot long.
Yes, sir. We put the tape on it.
It don't look. We looked through over there. Well, it don't look like it is.
We
well, the white part, of course. See, there ain't no specification about what size. It's what room you have. Say if you're going to put a marble yard in this building here. You couldn't put no water where it is. That's the way like it could. It's like sometimes you just got certain places where schools at. Well, I went to school at. We'd be in between the schoolhouse and the bank of the creek. We couldn't make no bigger. See? And ain't no specification. And I tell you, say if them holes was 16 foot.
Right.
See, there ain't enough action from the outside. There ain't enough marbles here. I went to in Kentucky, place to play marbles.
Rockbridge?
No, I played Rockbridge. I played at River Shade, and I played at Temple Hill, and this out there where John Black Williams lived. His house where it was. And they had the holes 16 foot apart. Had the edge about 6. Well, that didn't make sense. See, they didn't know how to make yards. See, you get down to shoot, say if you're this 10 foot, when you get down here to shoot, you have to, if you got unless you get back behind you, when you get down to shoot, you're taking up almost 3 foot. This might not take 3. Some reaches out a little further than others. And you might not take, you really ain't got but 7 foot.
Right. That's right.
And see, if you had it any closer, the players couldn't get out. Used to, when I was a good player, I could sit on the side and I could get a marble and knock each other in the yard. I could knock a marble any way I want to.
Well, let me introduce you, Mr. Walker. This is Max York. He's from the Tennessean. You know the newspaper.
Yeah. Well, I guess you wrote about us. I don't television now several times down at Nashville. I've been out to Tennessee. I was there one time with John Pole Street at the Tennessee. He postmaster here in Salina. I was there with him one time. You were right up about us playing marbles there. There while I was there.
How old were you when you first started playing?
I'm about 4-year-old. When I was 16-year-old, I was the best marble player they know of anywhere. They took me to Kentucky and won a state championship when I was 16-year-old. And I'm still a state champion of Kentucky and Tennessee. I played this men well believe a champion marble player. They was right up about us. And every paper in the country. It's been sent everywhere. It's been sent on, he come down here. How come us quit playing parties? Everywhere we go, they won't let us play. They said, can't beat you. Been playing 12, 15 years. We don't play no more. And he just stuck with his ball, went home here, never been more. They got in Channel 5 going to come down here to Nashville. I said, Dad, Nashville at the Marble Yard and play a game for Channel 5. They televised it. They sent that everywhere.
Who was your partner?
Webb Lee.
Webb Lee. What years was that? They wouldn't let
we started playing right after World War II, about 46. Started playing at 46 and played for about 20 years. I tell you what,
They
he
wouldn't let
might
you play
get.
anymore?
Huh?
After that, they wouldn't let you play anymore?
They won't let us play partners. I played a lot. I won the state champion, Kentucky. I don't know how many times since then. But see, the superintendent here at Screw Tomville and the ball coach too is Carter. They got us to play partners. They wanted us to play partners, and they like to see us playing. It's the retired superintendent down here used to want to know if I was going to play a West Indian song. Said if I was, he was going to want to watch me play. They set days here at Thompsonville for me to play with everybody. I play 1-1, he'd get out, and I'd play with another. Well, this superintendent come his time about 3 o'clock. I said, come on, Dyer, that's his name. He said, well, you can't win with me. I said, well, come on, I can win with anything. He tell us he'd never get that long as he live. Well, I said that. He laughed about it. I'll try to get him to come over if I happen to see him. I told him to go in, but I couldn't be there. He's a good one. He's a talker, too. And George Carter, he was postmaster here at Thomasville, America. He was a good player. He was good. I know one time I was playing up there, he thought it was awful how to play marbles. And see, way of believing having to hold back and not play good, make good games out of it, make it interesting. See, they'd get maybe close to beating. And Webb said, well, George said he just half playing. I can tell him to play and said he'll show you something. And, Webb told me to open up and play better, said George wanted to see me play good. I was using them different shots, see. Say if I was right here, and that was 8-foot shot, and marble 4-foot, and an 8-foot shot. See, I'd hit the 8-foot, and back and marble up to this 4-foot. Then it'd have me a ride, see. I'd ride it and make 2 or 3 holes. When all other players, they couldn't do that. They'd have to hit this marble, then hit that, and he'd hit it. That's great. And another thing, except for marble in here, or marble in here, and I can either go in that marble I want to and make a hole. Either way, I want to. It'll save for the hole right here. And I get that marble and back it up, make a hole. One time I played at Wilbur Shade, and my marble was laying, one marble was laying down from the hole about 3-foot one hole. And one of them players said, now which one would you hit first? I said, now I'd hit that marble away from the hole and style up there at the hole, and I'd make the hole, and I'd have me ride. He said, he just got up and handed his marble. I shoot him on marble. He handed his marble to me and said, ain't nobody in the world can do that. I just stuck his marble and hit that down there and styled up there, and it was accident and went in the hole. And had a ride. I had a kick out playing marbles. They come out from California. Have you already read up here? About half an hour up the road.
I'm Terry Dorothy. I'll have that story later on the scene attack.
And when I was going to play up there, I said to play up there, I see him. I get a boy to come in and read, I'll be up there. And they said we'd be there. They was there. And I played, and they said, now, how in the world did you ever get so good? I said, well, it started when I was a kid, and I ain't done nothing else much since all my life.
Now, you said that you had 12 different kinds of English that you put on.
Hey, time I used 12 different shots. Outside of say I'd shoot 12 different shots,
What are the different...
I shoot 3 or 4 shots, ain't nobody else will work and shoot back or could.
Are there names for them? Do you have a name for those?
Well, some of them, some of them don't.
What are the names?
It's like left hand English or right hand English or reverse English is straight back. And I'd learn a shot. One of the things, work this, a lot of times we dance the mark, we jump out of a hole. Someone dance so hard they can't help it. I learned a shot where you just pitch it out there, and when it's falling out of the hole, don't even spin. It's falling out of the hole and stop right there. It won't jump out. A good shot, too. I got a little... Our Brian Crawford Blue, that's Curry John. He come down here. I was tucked here. He put that in the paper. Then another one called me after Brian was down here, another worked for the same paper. He called me and wanted to make an appointment. Meet with tomorrow. You wouldn't get up a game, and I told him I ain't have time to do it. There he is, then. I think his name John Lashley is I went on Channel 5, went to his house. He gave us 2 bars of marble, and then I went to the television station with him. He could marble shots. They're going to go and play with it. You'd be surprised if people never played marble. It's actually pick one up and shoot one right, shoot one good. And the people play all their life and never get good. It's the way it is. I'm good.
What process do you need to be a good marble shooter?
Well, short fingers.
Short fingers.
Yeah. Yeah. And of course, got a hole in right. See right how where I shoot. I ain't played none 3 years. Just shoot a little now and then. Right there. And goes off. The only time my marble hits my fingernail when I shoot right-hand English. Shoot left-hand English, I shoot the back of it. It don't. I'll tell you a shot I can shoot. I can shoot from this thing. I'll set my marble in there. If that's 45 degrees. And the holes back here, I'm on first work, hit that marble, they come right straight back here. Well, I took and hit one, they come this way. And that boy's with me over the day, Jim, he's good marble. And he wanted I learn how to play marble good Tomville and several more. And he's good marble hand, of course, out of practice, he shot a shot the wire, and he's out of practice, but he's good. He backed one up. Funny thing happened. I was up there 2 or 3 years after he'd started playing, this kid. He told some other boy his family and said, "I'm going to use that Jimmy Walker shot on you." Somebody said right there to say it, and Jim T said, "Oh, it's not doing it." He didn't know me, but I was hitting one backing it up, you know. Me and Webb played about 18 years. And never would be. Never lost a game in 18-year play.
Now, Demas, when you played some of these matches traveling around, like up north of Indiana, did they play roly-hole marbles up there?
No. Then you go off like that. No, they did build yard. I never go up there and play, but the MT was in with it. There's a bunch of them here. They working up there in every yard. Marble yard. And then that it was Patty Smith had 2 boys, Jim T, and this different one that I know that they made them yard up there. I went up there twice and shot more. Me and Jim T went up there. You just go shoot now. Where they don't know. You take it where you play for keeps and ring, man. You don't get good. You don't have to shoot them shots like we do. You take it keeps and ring, man. Ain't interesting for somebody to play good like me for shooting keep that. You take a circle like it right there. Well, a little bit. Put a marble right there. You made it off 9 foot. Made off 9.5 one time, and I sold in that circle 150 times. See, you're going to sell on that marble first shot, and then on, it ain't nothing to it. It's knocking you right close to the rest of it. It's like playing ringman, where they got them placed. I went to Louisville to play the champion up there. Well, he claimed to be the champion. Well, the first marble, I want to know where the next marble I'm supposed to hit. Well, that's crazy to him, for he didn't know about playing position. One was there and one was here. I want to know which one next, so I hit this and I go over here and do this. And it's like shooting pool, you know, the number of balls. When you make a ball, you don't know what the next number is. That's the same thing. I'd play position. I played 5 games. And he, of course, he had done all the shooting himself. He said, "You miss, Greg." I said, "No, I won't miss." I said, "If you're going to shoot it, I want to see you shoot." He said, well, I don't know about that position. And he shot them while he said, what do you think about my playing? I said, well, I ain't gonna brag on it. I said, the sorriest player down here is better than you. He was. I told him, I said, they mark players. They were. You can take right around my off the west line. They good mark players.
Roll that over your next day, though.
You take it like shooting, just getting out and shooting and going somewhere, shoot on carpet or shoot on concrete or something like that. You ain't like shooting on dirt. Any marble player wants to rub his hand in the dust. Where your hand like marble, so it's like shoot up there. They slip on you. You shoot down the other side where you're rubbing dirt to keep them slipping. The only thing you can play is on dirt. Whoa. I had $900 when I was burned up in this building here. They looted them. I told them a lot of them called and asked about me. It burned my marble, but didn't say a thing about me. You hate losing. I had 2 shelves of trophies there that I win everywhere. A lot of big trophies I've lost all of them. I swing the ones I did. Now that was one, of course I've given most of them away. I had 2 rook card boxes full of them. One of these plastic boxes, and I had better make me them. Bob Carver said he wasn't doing nothing, he'd make me some marble. I said, all right, I ain't got time to make it. But there's 2 that burnt. President Ford got 2 that made some. That's the prettiest thing you've ever seen. Now, his more of a color of a vinegar, something like vinegar, before it burns, see. It's just room. So right here is something I made. I had them in the truck. I believe it's, look at them 4 right there, I had in the truck. That one I played with.
You have a particular one you play with?
Yeah. See, you play one marble. I'll tell you what you can do. You get used to a marble, and anybody can blindfold you and give you a different marble. You know it. It's different now. I know here Tom here, Lloyd White, he had marbles like mine.
You take it with you everywhere you go?
Oh, yeah, I did. Everywhere I go. I took several marbles. Everywhere I go, take marbles. I'll tell you about Lloyd White. He pranked on me all the time playing marbles, pulled tricks on me. He swapped marbles with me for his meanest. And I got to missing. I was wondering, what were I missing? Lloyd just stick with dead because I was missing, He swapped marbles with me.
Were there any good young players coming along?
It's quit. When I quit, everybody quit. I tell you what, I quit. Hey, you're talking here. And they got talking about some players, how much better they was. They come in and talk to me about how much better they was. They like to play me now. I said, trim you now. Well, one year I practiced up. They didn't know I practiced up good. I went up there and I told them. I know every marble player that's ever played marble. I know them all. I said, hey, one thing sure, if these people that bragged about beating me ain't gonna beat me. I said, now these that didn't brag, I might let them beat me. I told the one that brag, you just kill them because of that. Now you can play in a way. I know women, if I won't win, they want to. Now say the place to roll in them holes and somebody rolling over you. I wouldn't do that. So if I was that edge, I dropped my marble over here. And when the next one drop over here, I make that hole off his marble. It's 4 foot. Because it's 8 foot short. When I hit that marble, I back into that hole. Place for me to rolling that hole with, Most all players rode that hole. Somebody rolled over it. It takes about twice long to play a game. It takes an hour and a half, 2 hours to play a game when you play like that. If you think you have to do that to win, see. But I wouldn't hardly ever do that on account of the game's too long and we're going to win in end. I said, man, we're going to win. But funny thing, these players, it put me up to play sorry sometimes when Webb was playing. To make him play hard, see. And it's like hitting them shots and backing them up. I'd tell him I wouldn't use them good shots on them. I'd go along and direct out, let on like I got it, and I'd hit one of them marbles and back it up. And they'd go get the marble and put it back just like he's mad. Said, you ain't supposed to use that shot on me. He laid his marble back. Well, I missed it then purposely. Oh, the outsider just slapped the hand to die like because I missed that. It's understood me to miss that marble, you know. They know I'm going to miss it. Yeah, when I went to grammar school, see, all our teachers played. Everybody played marbles. And the girls, they'd have them yard to themselves. The boys weren't allowed to play with the girls. They played to themselves. I was pretty mean in school. And to put a teacher up there to bring me under, because it was mean. Well, playing marbles, when he'd shoot at me and miss it, he said, you must pitch that marble back. That's clear. I'd pitch it back. Maybe he'd miss it again. They flipped again, pitch it back. And I'd pitch it back. He'd shoot till he hit me. He'd do that so much through the game, he would beat me. I was better around, and he would beat me. Try to get me mad, you know. And get me mad to say something, he'd whip me first. Oh, I lay on like I didn't care a bit. And he just talked so long up there, about 4 months I believe, and when he got ready to leave, he got up and made a speech. I said, well, see, when he come up there, he had orders to bring me under control, make me mine. He said, I'll have to say one thing. He's the best student in this house. I believe that's what he was there for with me. I was the best thing ever was. I just went along with everything. I believe that's what he was there to give me with me.
Dennis, what do you think is the most money that's ever been wagered on a game or won in a game?
Wow. I usually make more money than playing marbles. Trophies almost everybody's interested in. Now here at Thomasville, they'd taken so much money. Maybe the players would go so much, you know, when Webb would win it. We get 60% of what's took in. Well, we never take a penny. We at the school take it all. I never take a thing. And, of course, we didn't even get trophies then. But got so later, after me and Webb quit playing, they got little cheap trophies. I know one time they even cost me a little cheap thing, and I told them to keep the trophy. And me and Lloyd White one time, I told them, keep them little things. I don't take them home. I told Lloyd, I said, I'll get us one big as a beach stump. And I'd go to Dice Club and buy these trophies. I'd go buy a whole bunch of them at a time. And, there's the trophies. Yeah, here, he'll be all right. Yeah. He'll be all right. See if your name's in there. Where do you have it?
Yeah, it's in there.
Right. We play roadkill. We play you not whole lot.
Where did you win the championship?
There it is. Huh?
Where did you win the championship?
Well, we'd have it down here, Thompsonville. We have a tournament down here at this yard every month. They won't ever run. They get more clear chance to win. Let me draw from Harden. That's better. You take it naturally, they're gonna try to pick good partners like them Webb play together. Okay, of course. We just play for champion at school fires and play all other times. But it's better to draw partners. I know the last tournament I played down here, Ralph, I draw one boy. I draw the other brothers. Now Ralph draws a lot. He's a good player. That I draw couldn't play a bit. And everybody telling me so. Well, you can't win with him. Said he can't play a bit. I said, well, I've got to try. I draw him for a partner. I said, I can't worry about that. Well, I started, I'm going to win that ball. And we'll do. I wouldn't let him mind no hold like Jimmy did. Let the rest of them mind. I didn't let him go on. He kept him ahead all the time out of the way. And then go down hole, and I let him spin that hole. When I had got the marbles in position, like I thought I'd make my roller, four make me go down hole. I had him laid out. We were in every game. And
What are you doing?
one, we were talking about marbles, and one Ralph was playing with, because we beat him, we were talking about playing marbles. I told his boy's brother, I said, now, son, you have to take care of the farm and everything. I said, me and your brother be on the road the rest of the summer, traveling, playing marbles. He just killed his brother. Bear.
He's not going to let you have it.
Candy in there.
Oh. Yeah.
Right, you talk with life.
Ralph, you going to play any tonight?
Yeah.
All right. When are you heading over that way?
What kind of lights you got?
We're going to get some fluorescent lights and put up.
I had a bunch of them scattered everywhere.
We're going to
put them. Don't put them too high now. See, this sort shines on the smart yard.
Well,
Don't matter about that side. Just give better light to it.
okay.
And don't put it much high. We had to even one time down here too high and we kept rolling. Just sort of walk on. About 7 foot.
We're going to, they finally got a hold of some good dirt to put on top of there.
That's good. Have you ever made it? They said that's 40 foot. It don't look to be 40 foot.
Yeah, we measured it.
All right. 40's all right, so you 10 foot each way.
It's wide, it looks nice.
Yeah, I know what that may look right.
Did that feel long enough for you, Ralph?
Oh, Harold, Ralph. What are you afraid of? You play too hard and
He's talking about
Hey, I'm going to buy a home run anything?
easy.
I'm not that fast, baby. I'm not letting it get cold. More. That's all it's now. Yeah.
I'll shoot out there and then go this way. Yeah. That's that thing easy. You can't have one. You've got to be on. The rapper is a good mark shot. They circle out of it. I shoot all that way.
That's like the camera, you know.
Ralph, you want one of these pictures of Russell and all them others? You need to get in it.
Hey, hi.
Look there, man.
I can see that. Talking about that.
Bud Gary, door open up, Bobby. Where's Bud Gary? That's Bud, right? Right there, right?
Ralph's the only one that wouldn't let you get in it.
They didn't want to tear up my hammer.
I know it. They put his name in here, though. We got his name in here. You want this too?
Yeah, I'll look at it.
Go ahead and hold on to it.
Okay.
Keep,
I said to him about if you don't drift your marble, safe. If you don't drift your marble, so you pitch it down. You're going to hole on spin mud. If you drift your marble real tight, just pitch it down. You're going to hole.
That's really good, man. I know good.
See, I know if that pitch.
No, first word, no. Who's going?
On left there.
That's
Right there?
No, down.
There?
Here's
That
dog.
dog?
Yeah,
That's Bud Garrett. That's Bud Garrett there. That's dog right there. Hey,
That's Russ Collins.
yeah. I'm talking about Russ Collins. I used to go up down here playing. He about
It's goes down in it.
6, 7-year-old. Makes you look good.
Really?
I took him in there. I just took him for a partner. Of course, you take a kid like me or anybody else, you don't know. He can play, you don't know him about me. I just took him for a partner one play and beat them boys. Man thought that little boy and beat him.
You gonna holler at him? You said you wasn't very proud of that time, didn't you? Here's what I say. You didn't give me credit.
I've got a bad wrist tonight.
You told me, you remember last year that I ain't gonna feel right over this time. How much you gonna play this year? Over.
Whatever happened.
Over.
Right, too much.
I'm not putting in 4 for you. You let me stay with you and get it in.
Well, you said your uncles were good marble
Get
players.
her a little money. God, you got all kinds of money. What are you talking about?
Well, you said your uncle was he the best
Look
marble
here.
player you knew when you were growing up?
Well, he was good,
That's right.
and
You're like the rest of them.
partner, him and his partner, Brent Scott and Caps would meet them down there. He lived in Vernon, Kentucky. And when I was 16-year-old, he wanted me to take me up there to beat him. Said, Lonnie Head told my uncle, said, he's better than either one of us. Well, my uncle didn't want to own up, nobody's better than he was. Because he learned how to play. He took me up there. And my uncle didn't want to play my partner, had another boy from the street to play my partner. Well, I wouldn't even let him get around. I was going to pay him. I was doing my best. Of course, they good friends. Brandon Scott and Cap's good friend of my uncle. But I didn't even know him. And my uncle called me over to the side yard and said, don't you tater them. Said, why, Branches cry like a baby. Said, you let them get their round. Played 3 games, beat them dead. Well, Brandon Scott, he bragged on me. My uncle told me, said, don't you plug your ends. You shoot fire. You lay it right where you get allowed to stand. Well, my uncle told me to lay her down there and play fire. I played fire. And every time I'd hit Branches Marble, he'd say, oh, no, he's the fire's best player I ever seen. Said, he don't fudge a bit. Well, actually, I beat him. He told my uncle, said, I ain't gonna play again no more. Said, I won't play his partner. And said, told my uncle, said, I won't play again you too. Well, my uncle took his part. My uncle whispered and told me, said, now, I want your friends to beat me where I can keep you from him not. Said, I'd do him more good than anything to beat me. I said, well, and we beat him. And this tickled Branch to death. So, Branch took up with me, I was playing the Thomasville. He'd come from Vernon over here, I run a garage with my when I was going to play, and I said, I played every Thursday, sometimes Friday. And he'd be right there in the yard, and he'd stay in that yard all over me. And he's a good manager. He thought I was going to shoot his marble, but didn't need to hit me. He said, I don't believe I'd shoot that. He said, you might miss it. I'd listen at him. I'd listen at him just like he's my partner. I had a lot to do with managing. That's the way I've had to win the last 4 or 5 years I've played. But managing, if I can't play as good as you, can't play this thing, that break broke that on. Weak arm. They could play nothing like that. Next year, I didn't know how far I hit tomorrow. They'd watch me playing, and sometimes I'd shoot under them, you know, I couldn't shoot that. And I just quit shooting them long shots. And everybody seen me play, so I like 4 foot hitting marble first used to. I missed them good shots. It's like shooting them, you know, and backing them up. I missed many of them. I just about had to quit shooting them. Well, I had to manage good. And then that's half the game. Well, they ain't no good manager, and Man, I know I've played games and looked like players beat me to death when they won a manual out of it. It's like if you was there for a hole and you're minding the other man to keep him making his hole. And if you're ahead, you don't want to get over half round ahead of your partner. A lot of people don't know that. I know I used to catch one and mind him, and the other one got that same hole. I'd miss him doing anything, let him get that hole and get away. Just mind one. But one will get out and one won't get around. See, that ain't marvelous. You both supposed to stay together. You think if one gets out and the other one got his hole, that's just like them playing two games. But a lot of them don't realize that.
It's a team game.
Yeah, and I wouldn't get no rush to make that hole, see. As long as my partner's making holes at the other end of the yard, see. And when he got up there, put them one on each side of the hole. 9 out of 100, they'll leave one of them. If they hit one, they'll saw off and leave the other. Well, you ain't no better off. You don't get them both. That's the best way to do it. But I've played partners that's like two holes being out and getting off his rush, they wouldn't make that hole. When they gonna step there anyhow to do make it. Sometimes you can tell that. But I learned that by older players when I used to be a boy. I learned how to manage. Mill Plummer lived right close to her, but he was a Mars player. And we got this one boy living now. He's a school teacher, agriculture teacher in Peoria, Illinois. And his daddy played me and traveled around me. He's 75-year-old. And these kids around the marble yard, I'd be a fan. He'd tell his kids that he learned me how to play marbles. They'd run up to me everywhere I go to play marbles and said, "That old man learned me how to play marbles." And I said, "That's right." And he really did help me a whole lot. And he said I was the best marble player he ever seen in his life. Said, playing all he said I was the best he ever seen in his life. And I'd play his partner, and I don't care if I was 10 foot from the hole and thing, he just rolled the hole, figure on me a hitting it. And I just wanted to hit that one every shot. I played half a day, a minute time, never missed a marble. Yard side of that old wire. Played half a day, never missed a marble.
Did she?
But I'm doing it now. Some of these boys are playing now. Some of them think I played good the last 2 or 3 years. I played, well, I didn't play half like I used to. I just had the man. They thought I played good. When they come up here to televise the game and want to put on a little exhibition show on television, they put it on me every time. When these young players are, I try to get them young players. They won't do it. They get nervous. It's like a lot of these boys have a
That's
tournament.
part of it too, is you keep them.
Yes, when they have a tournament, they say I play better again to do when I'm playing at a time. It looks like I play better because it don't bother me. It don't get nervous. Now, I used to tell Webb when we were playing, I said, let's lose a game or two today. I don't want to lose. I know this going to quit playing. He said, no, I want to win. Don't want to lose. That's the way I do. Everywhere I went and played marbles. So in the evening, I let 2 sorry players there beat me. 2 sorry players. Now, I used to play with Pine Hill. A yard over there. And every time I go, there's 2 old men there that didn't even follow the marbles playing while they was too old to play then. And it's made up to them. They'd go on these boards about letting me beat them as sorry as I played. And they said, well, why don't you get into and thinking so good? I said, we will when young's get play a while. So they'd come in and they'd beat me. Them players jump up to play them and they'd take the seat. Said, come on, play us. I said, well, no, we don't want to play scrubs. Said, we just play champions. They just make them boys so mad as that. Them old men say, you don't know how much good that does us for you to do that.
Dumas if there would be any time just for half an hour or something like that, I know it's a little ways over there that you could get out there, we could probably, give you some kind of an honorarium, $50 or something like that, if you wanted to put on a little demonstration for us.
Well, them other boys shoot better than I do now. But it takes practice. Now, you can just... I can't hammer Marvin nothing like I used to.
Well...
But it takes practice.
I know it, but see, a lot of people there would love to see...
Bobby Wall and Jim T. and William Warren. I played Marvin him and Lloyd. Lloyd probably. William Warren's going to be all right. Retired school teacher out of Florida. I played Marvin with him for years before we went down there. And while he's down there, he'd come back. And he called his girl, Tommy. She lived up front. He'd been in Florida. And I had his girl come down here and tell me that he was coming home and wanted me to play Marvin with him. I didn't even know her. I said, who is your daddy? He said, William Warren. I said, well, I didn't know you. Well, went up there to play, and I told William, I said, now, William, if I play your partner, I can't give you no practice. I said, let me play against you. And I put him up for you. Where you hit him, I'll give you some practice. I don't care if you do beat me, I'll give you some practice. Well, this beat his brother, and his brother happened to notice me. I'd be putting him up close to his brother. He said, Jimmy, you're putting him up closer to William than you did me when I was playing you. I said, oh, no, I ain't neither. I said, William's just a better player than you. Well, William got through. I just put him up that close to him where he hit me every shot. He knocked me from dead. He'd raise up, look at me, and said, you think I'm better than my brother? I said, oh, yeah, you a lot better than your brother. And his brother got so mad. Said, Jimmy, you do anything word to make me mad. Keep me dead. A lot of times,
How old are you now,
I'm 67. 67 and a half.
What was your date of birth?
December 3rd, be 68. I've been pretty lucky. Been hurt 2 or 3 times, but first been sick. I ain't been sick much.
Were you born here in Moss?
Down here, you know where the rock quarry's at? You know where the rock quarry's at, Sliner?
Oh, okay.
You know where the Margaret down there? But down the hill out, that big white house over on the right there. That's the wire barn. George County Sitting Road. That's where it's raised at.
And how long ago was it that you had that little marble yard that's off to the left of the road going down that way?
Oh, we played 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Last tournament I played there. That's nice to play. My hand got to bother me. Just started out playing good. Maybe 30 minutes an hour, it's just like it froze, see. I can't. Now that boy, Ralph Robert, another boy, is a good player. I beat them. But I can maybe start to catch a marble or something like that. That hurt my hand. I hurt my hand just before I went out that over, didn't say anything about it. But 2 players come in, couldn't play a bit. And I couldn't touch a marble, and they beat me. And they didn't like it totally, didn't let them beat me. They thought I stole the game, you know. Actually, them 2 sorry players beat me. Said, you ought to let us win. Said, we could have been in there playing more. They didn't know it hurt my hand. That's just the way it happened. I just thought, well, it's best to quit. It is just,
well, if you want to come out.
You take it. Me and Webb Lee, first when we started playing partners, we made a contract. Play 10 hours a day, 6 days over flying. Right out in the hot sun on the ball diamond. For 10 hours a day and not about to eat. And all we had to drink was a sparkly stick up like that and water pipe down there about 50 foot of the barbell. We run up and get suck that water and one rinse them out that day, 10 hours. And I had the whole 11 foot apart. And I told Webb one day, we played about 3 days. I said, Webb, let's just quit mine. As many people here wanting to play us than they need to play. Let's quit mining these holes, go on to the holes. That ain't ordinary do that. You mine them holes, keep others making their holes. I said, let's go on the hole, and I said, either one of us capable of hitting a marble, every shot, 11 foot. He said, well, that's right too. And we was playing some more about as good as we were. Now, they was good. A lot of good players. We put, after we get a thumb in, we now play 1, 2 of them, get our thumb in. And after we do that, we quit minding them holes and play a mini game run of a day. And they set a rule, mine out every marble yard. As long as you was ahead of man, you weren't allowed to mind him. You had to go on. And be surprised how many more. You didn't tater nobody for playing like that. But you play so many more games run of a day. And that made sense, too.
What is that rule again now?
As long as you're ahead of a man, you weren't allowed to mind him. They just made that rule yourself. You make your own rules and playing marble or Dixon.
Well, do you think we ought to play by that rule?
No, Lord, no.
Okay.
But I'll tell you what I would do. Let everybody shoot like they want to.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he took that man right there and got knocked out of a tournament. 2 or 3 years at Thomasville on County made a agreement with everybody had enough for every shot. And they made that, and of course, getting me up there. And 2/3 of them I hold up like that and dance at the hole and dance at you too, and they won't say a word about it. They wasn't up there done me that way. The outsider said they caught 5 holding up on me and wanted to take advantage. And the man is a referee over it, no, they weren't doing it. He wouldn't say a thing in the world. Wasn't getting the beat, see. They put me up to it. I took one. I'm tired. Just went around the yard and marked their heads out. And I told them they won't have another one to play if that mark was put back. And they tell us how we had to shoot enough and everything. And we all decided that's just getting there and shoot like we want to. We got in there and shot like we want to. They did say enough. But ain't no, it makes it better for the outsiders, more action. Right, when you're dead, you're going to dance the hole up and dance at it. Hole up, dance at the hole. Ain't no use snuffing every shot. Thing is, half as many marbles hit, see.
What does that mean when you say dance at the hole?
Well, it's like, the hole was there, not that edge.
Yeah.
Sometimes they made a rule that you had to lay your fist on the ground and dance at that hole, and ordinarily you want to hold up and shoot out there. Let people shoot like they want to. If somebody wants to snorkel, and if somebody wants like that, shoot like they want to. I've seen people that held up was a lot bigger fudge than one that, the one that held up was, didn't fudge as much as one that had knuckle. I see people knuckle, say if you spend I see people knuckle lay up that fur. Maybe take that much. When they held up, you want maybe not take that much. Well, like me, I shoot from the side. And a lot of times you'll hit a mark just like sometimes, say if you're laying here, sometimes I'd lay my fist back here, a span. It give you a chance to saw on that marble better. See, if you laid up first, say you're slow, you couldn't saw on that marble where you want to. When you lay back, you're allowed to lay back a span, just like you would lay up a span. I may be laying back a span to give you a chance to saw on that marble better, see.
What's the best way to prevent that fudging?
Well, just let people, of course, roll to hold the main thing. It's, I'd have it where everybody shoot off the thumb. They will anyhow, they'll shoot off the thumb. Where you think it, if a hole's there, and he just spans there, I have him shoot me and he span.
Yeah.
If safe as that close to the hole and he's fudging an inch, that's more than fudging 2 foot from the edge.
Yeah.
More different there, see. You're making the hole there. I've seen players, even players going to be that close to the hole, they think, well, I already laid in. That's more strict there. It'd be 3 foot from the hole.
do.
Yeah, most of them shoot them like that. Some of them maybe dance them, dance them the pole.
All right, what if someone feels like they're not quite within a span of the hole there, and the person feels like, well, I'm this close, I ought to be able to lay it in.
Supposed to span to show the other players so some people span further, and that'll show the other players in the span. And another thing I'm going to let Don see, we come down here and try that too. Say some of them will span with one hand and shoot with the other. Well, some of them, let's say if a hole was there, they'll span with this hand, won't take that right there. But it takes a span and a half almost. I've seen them take a span and a half. But that ain't right. If you don't span with the other hand, some of them does, they didn't move that hand and shoot like that.
Would it be the other team to call them on that if they tried to fudge?
No, not necessarily. Ought to be some kind of overseer that.
Yeah, I asked Russell Collins about that, and he felt like we really wouldn't need one. I was concerned about that, having a referee.
It's the best to have somebody to see about it. Of course, down here, we won. I just didn't like I'd been out there standing over somebody, watching them shoot, maybe bothered them. Mm-hmm. We just sat on. Of course, there was a player from P. Ridge up here. He's spanning, do it like that. You've got to span half hole. You just take that mud. When the players come to me, got to complaining. I went down the yard and told them. I said, now, we don't shoot like that here. You just have to shoot them. He said, he told me they did up there. I said, now, we ain't going to do it here. He said, you can't do it here. I said, you have to play fire with these boys like the rest of them. That's just like being back to the edge. Some of them won't crawl up. So I've one time player, he challenged me to play me one time. It's been years ago. Old coach and a good mark player. Well, he'd been used to playing on a small yard, a little bitty yard, and one far dead. Well, I knocked it dead, and he'd want to crawl up 4 foot and shoot him, shooting distant. I put my foot over Marvin. I said, now, Paul, I said, we all shoot here from edge back at that plane. I said, if you're going to play me or anybody else here, you have to shoot from edge like that plane guy. Well, it's too far for him. He'd drop up. Well, I wouldn't let him shoot him. I'd hit him and knock him back. And now after beat him so bad, he won't give his marbles to him. He's a fine fella. I see him every once in a while now. He won't give his marbles to him. I actually found out I was better than him. He said, well, he's been used to playing on a little yard, and if I'd played on a big yard, I said, that makes a difference. It does.
Well, Douglas, we better let you get back to
Webley.
Would you mind?
Better won't get a storm.
Mr. Dent, howdy.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Hi, fine. How are you?
Have you played tonight already?
Yeah.
Have you?
I played early. Before they all got in here, that's the only time I played.
I don't see any dirt on your knees there. I don't believe you've been in there.
Yeah.
You want to come out to Standing Stone and shoot a few
Probably will.
Alright, buddy, we got to sign you up now.
Well, I know it. If we get enough, I won't. But if they don't, I
Really?
I don't want to want somebody else to play. I'm too old to play with these
That's not
young men. But I'll be old, but I'm too old to play with.
That's what he said. I've got this little tape recorder here now. I would like to interview you sometime about all this marble playing, because you've done a whole lot of it, I know. Were you born right here in Miles?
Yeah, I've been here all my life.
Well,
Raised, yeah. And I ain't never hardly been away.
he's calling you preacher, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right. That's what I go by. That's all everybody knows me.
Where did you preach? I'm not going to hear you.
If I was, I wouldn't be playing bar.
I need to get out of here. I reckon I'm getting one of that man's pictures. He wants to take a picture of you. Yeah, he does. He's unboxed.